Are we all ready backstage for our final performer? That means a yes. They don't like to talk to me. Alright, I'll pop out to the side and I'll introduce them. Ladies and gentlemen, our next competitor has performed throughout Australia, New Zealand and the US. He has been a feature of the Perth cabaret scene for many years and has regularly appeared as part of the Fringe World Festival. Please welcome Michel Fouche!
In magic, there's only a handful of basic elements from which all tricks are made. There's the vanish, where something just disappears, or the penetration, where one solid object passes through another. Then there's my favourite, the production, something from nothing. Tonight, I'd like to share with you my greatest production.
Amelie!
That's it, they're standing next to the box. It's my daughter Amelie, and although I say my greatest production, obviously the actual production, that was all my wife. I was there though, and I can still remember when I first saw her. She had a full head of tight curly red hair, and she was so tiny. Her entire body would fit, head to toe, along my chest. So we strapped on a baby Bjorn and took her around the world. Yeah, to show off to family and friends. And we actually have photos of her in the most exotic of locations, fast asleep. The adventure rubbed off on her though, because she's been adventurous ever since. In fact, even before she could stand on her own, she'd let me balance her on my hand, just holding her feet with 6 feet up in the air. As she got older, her hair straightened and lightened, and for years she had the cute little strawberry blonde bob. By this stage, she could walk on her own. And she'd worked out that she could actually walk along the headrest of our couch, like it was a balance beam. She also learnt that if she wasn't careful doing that, she would fall, split her head open, and have to go to hospital to get it sewed back together. Then she went to school. Now, until she started school, pretty much all her friends were just friends of, well, children of our friends. But once she started school, she began to make friends with children and people we hadn't introduced her to. And so she began the journey to becoming her own person. And then, just over a year ago, something happened. Just like that, my daughter became a teenager. Now don't get me wrong, she hasn't gotten all sullen and disrespectful. She's just becoming an adult. And that's what's supposed to happen. She'll become less reliant on us, and I'm sure we'll butt heads somewhere along the way. She'll want to spend less time with our family and more time with just her friends. Then one day, I'll come home, and she'll be gone. Maybe she'll have gone to move in with a friend from university. Maybe she'll have flown off for distant shores to study or work. She'll start a career. Hopefully one she chooses because she loves it and not just because it pays well. Although if it did both, that would be great. She'll make even more friends. They'll have adventures together. They'll do things that they'll reminisce about for years to come. I'm sure somewhere along the way she'll fall in love, maybe even get married, have kids. The truth is though, I have very little idea what her future will actually look like. However it looks though, I hope she'll let me be a part of it. Because time moves quickly. Seems just yesterday we were sitting at her first dance recital, watching her run around in vaguely choreographed circles. And now she's up here with me. Every day, the picture that is Amelie Fouche changes just a little. And I know the day will come when my daughter doesn't need me in her life anymore. But if I do my job right as her father, time will never arrive when she doesn't want me in her life. Because she may be my greatest production. But she's not mine. I'm just going to look after her for a while. So I'm going to enjoy